Peta Joy es una maravillosa artista que a través de sus obras nos expresa sueños, sabiduría e historia de sus ancestros aborígenes.
I'm Peter, and initially my family come from the river people, the Wiradjuri country. A lot of my dreaming stories have been lost. I've created my own style of Aboriginal art, and from that I create stories through symbolism for other people. So they're not traditional stories. I do have traditional stories that have been handed to me since as I've grown, but they're sort of more personal and they don't get displayed. But the stuff that I do that's sort of more commercialised is sort of more an urban Aboriginal style of art, I guess. This is an experimental piece. It's this is called Magic, and it's based on energy and the energy that two people can bring together. And so basically it's a story about how I feel about a person and that magic that's grown as our friendship's grown. And so it's not as detailed as what I normally do, but at the moment I just feel like I've got a thing about feathers and the way they flow and the way they look, and I was dreaming about feathers a lot, and I come to work one day and there was like an emu feather on my computer and I was like, wow, someone's trying to tell me something. So I think that's kind of a little bit about that, and it's, you know, my dreams and things. And usually when I represent salt water, it's usually a line with dots around the lines. So this is kind of a little stream of salt water with the feathers, and yeah, this is the magic. Well, see, the other thing too that I grew up with was like people would say to me, well, why do you tell people you're Aboriginal? You don't look it. And it's like, because it's what's here. And you know, you can't fight what's in your spirit. You can't fight what energy you feel. And for me, that's, you know, I have a connection to that, and I don't want to lose that, and I certainly don't want my son to lose that. I feel that it's really important for him to grow up as an Aboriginal boy. I'm really lucky that I'm involved in learning my language again, because it was actually illegal to speak Aboriginal language up until the 1960s. So luckily there's been like movements for my language that's been really well preserved for people to learn that. So, and I'm now teaching that as well. Our belief is that you are your ancestors. So when you're born, you actually carry the life of someone else, one of your ancestors, with you. So, and as you get older, you gain their knowledge and you gain more knowledge. And then when you die, you pass that knowledge on to the next generation, and that person's born. And it's a circular life in Aboriginal culture. Art and language and the revitalisation and music and song and things, there's been a whole rebirthing of culture which has happened, and it's so important. And for me, someone that's learning language, I feel that now I have a cultural obligation that I have to now share that with people as well, because a lot of people are like, no, you shouldn't, that's ours, you shouldn't share it. And I feel that I need to share that because it's something that was hidden and it needs to be out, and everyone needs to see that and feel that. So it's an important journey for me.